We got the leaks for chapter 239 and it is quite different than everyone expected. The chapter starts with a girl running away from Kenjaku and cursing him because what he's doing. After running, she was caught by some sort of blob on her head. Then she looks up and sees Kenjaku on a tree. She tries to attack him while using her hair as some sort of projectile, but Kenny dodges easily and she suffocates from the blood. Kenjaku says that he doesn't feel bad for killing her, but he thinks that it's kinda wasteful to end her life like that. After defeating her, Kenny tells that he applied cursed objects on a reincarnated sorceress and the cursed symbol on awakened sorcerers to track them down and monitor them. Out of nowhere, Hazanoki appears and confronts Kenjaku. Kenny even offers him to be his friend, but Hazanoki refuses it because he says that he has already enough friends with long hair, most likely referring to Reggie. After Kazanoki sees Kenjaku talking to himself, he says, I guess that's what happens when you live too long. And Kenjaku replies with, cause all my friends get fewer and fewer. I really think that it's interesting that he even talks about his friends, because as we know Kenjaku right now, he's just an evil spirit who just wants to wreak havoc. And that this little detail, I'm sure that this little detail will be very important in the future. Because why should JJ talk about. Why is he showing Kenjaku with some emotions? Like, that doesn't add up to me. After that, Kenjaku gives Hazanuki like some sort of device to show him what happened to the fight between Sukuna and Gojo. And he also tells us that he has many different curses that monitor the place, so he always knows who is where. After this brief interaction, Kenjaku tries to kill Hazanuki, and he throws many different cursed spirits at him. While running away, Hazanuki tries to throw his tooth at the cursed spirits, and as we know, he can use his body. He can throw parts of his body as explosions and regenerate himself with reverse curse technique, but the variety of cursed spirits overwhelm him, and he gets defeated by Kenjaku. On his dying breath, Hazanuki asks Kenjaku why is he even doing all of this? Why did he even start the culling game? And Kenjaku responds with that he wants to merge all of Japan with Tengen, and they need the culling game for that. And that he wants to create a new being, a new something. Then Kenjaku throws some philosophy at Hazanuki. He says that, do you want to make sure if something you thought interesting is true or not? Isn't that what living is all about? But before dying, Hazanuki tells Kenny to look at his own shit every morning to satisfy his curiosity. What a great way of ending his life. And after that, the highlight of the chapter comes. Who does Kenny face next? After his two opponents. He sees Takaba, our clown, in the story. He says to Takaba that out of all of the awakened sorcerers, he just is interested in Higuruma, so he doesn't care about Takaba. He charges us his ability and fires it at Takaba. But as we know, it does nothing to him. Kenjaku thought that this was all it took to defeat Takaba, but we see Takaba climbing out of the hole that Kenjaku created while attacking him, unfazed, with no damage. Kenjaku was in disbelief and shock. Takaba curses at Kenny, saying, you shitty monk, you tried to kill me. I'm not forgiving you. Gotta get your ass in jail. Kenny feels something off about Takaba. He never had something like that happen to him. Kenny said that it wasn't that there is no damage on him. It was like he made it so there is no damage on him. Like, here we go again. Takaba's ability is, like, at least for me, the strongest ability in all of JJK. Because if we think something is funny, it happens. But there is no real counter to that. On the last page, we see Kenjaku facing off Takaba. Takaba says there's a lot of things to get excited in the world, but the number one thing to get excited about is when. an entertainer only there to match numbers. Take the whole show. Kenjaku replies with, yeah, you're right. There is no break next week. How did you find this chapter? For me, it was really interesting. I thought we will see Higuruma and Yuji start their fight against um, Sukuna, or at least that we see Uroume fight against Sakari. But seeing this, I never would have thought that Kenjaku faces against Takaba. But I really enjoyed this chapter. Okay, have a great day or night. Bye.